losing a loved one, like, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. And, like, it literally took away, like, one of the most important people to me, so, like, I just don't want it to, like, happen to anybody else.
Christy Boswell died in February, the Canning County coroner linking her death to kratom or kratom-like substances. And now, her daughters are sharing a warning about the unregulated products to help protect other families from enduring the same pain.
I think she had put this book together.
This was in 1991?
Mm-hmm.
She was wonderful.
She was really funny.
She was so caring and, like, empathetic. She wanted to help, like, everybody, all the time.
The life of the party type of personality.
Yeah. Sometimes when I look at older photos of her, I just wish, like, I knew her then, because she just seemed so cool.
Life is definitely a lot darker without her in it.
Morgan Boswell and Lauren Lopez lost a light in their life.
It was really hard.
Their mother in February.
It was really hard to believe for a long time.
But I just cried, like, for hours, and we just sat there for a really long time. And the other just couldn't calm me down.
It's weird not having her around, not being able to call her. I know the day after she passed, I had messaged her, like, fully expecting, I think, that she was going to respond.
Christy Boswell struggled with drug and alcohol addiction for years. But about a month before she passed away, she'd moved into her parents' house to get clean and get back on her feet.
She just wasn't feeling that well. I think for a couple days before, though, she had thrown up and was just super sleepy and not feeling good. She had passed in her sleep. And yeah, they found her, I think, just a little too late.
According to Boswell's autopsy report,
so this is the coroner's record,
which her daughters provided to 7 Investigates, the 50-year-old died from severe alveolar hemorrhage with pulmonary edema, meaning bleeding into the air sacs of the lungs combined with fluid buildup in the lungs. After months of testing, the toxicologist and pathologist determined it was due to Boswell's use of kratom or a kratom-like substance, specifically 7-hydroxymitragynine or 7-OH.
So this is her toxicology. So this is, everything that they found. And you have all the kratom and then her antidepressants, her Xanax.
While she had prescription drugs in her system as well, her autopsy report doesn't state those contributed to her death. When did you find out she was using kratom?
Maybe the end of 2020.
And then when did she switch to 7-OH?
It was February of 2025.
Was she using both?
No, I know that she would, like, use the powdered form of kratom if she couldn't afford, like, the 7-O's, but usually it was just the 7-O's.
That's expensive.
Yeah, she spent a lot of money on it. Some of them were, like, $50 for just one pack.
She had anxiety and depression.
She just felt like she couldn't cope without it. Like, she couldn't really live without it. I just think that she felt so horrible without it that, like, it was just too hard for her to stop.
Lauren and Morgan watched their mom's light dim as she continued to take 7-OH.
She would nod off sometimes. She wasn't just, like, quite all there, like she was a shell of a person. She just always sounded like she was out of breath, like she had been running. And, so in between words, she would take a lot of, deep inhales.
The girls say whenever their mom tried to quit, she'd get so sick.
She wasn't, like, the same person at all when she started taking the 7-O's.
Then she thought it was natural and it was safe.
Public health officials say 7-OH is a highly addictive psychoactive substance with opioid-like effects and similar risks, including slower, shallow breathing, dependence, and withdrawal symptoms. While kratom products aren't regulated by the FDA, the federal agency classified synthetic kratom as a public health threat after studies found it can be much more potent than morphine. Earlier this month, the Drug Enforcement Administration submitted its intent to temporarily make synthetic kratom and products with high levels of 7-OH Schedule I drugs. That's set to take effect August 5th and will last 2 to 3 years. But for now, you can buy semi-synthetic potent 7-OH at kratom in convenience stores, smoke shops, and vape shops across Idaho.
It's just scary that anyone can access it, and we have kids. It freaks me out for in the future.
Stores set their own age requirements, but there's no statewide legal age limit.
It's marketed to people as something that you can take to get off of the harder, more dangerous drugs. But really, you're just going to a different addiction that can potentially be just as dangerous.
Kratom was a hot topic this past legislative session in Idaho. Some lawmakers and police chiefs tried passing an outright ban on all kratom products, natural and synthetic.
We're seeing this stuff sold within walking distance of our high schools. It is not regulated.
But it failed. Other lawmakers tried banning 7-OH while regulating and protecting the natural kratom industry. Kratom companies argued natural kratom helps people's mental and physical health.
We have over a decade of customer testimonials, just so many people writing in saying it's changed their lives, it's saved their marriage. They're not bedridden anymore. They can get out of bed because of natural leaf kratom.
After much debate,
I'm a no on this. I think it's a good bill, Mr. President.
that ultimately didn't go anywhere either. After the horror and heartbreak their family has endured,
It is like gas station heroin.
Lauren and Morgan want to see all of it banned.
As long as kratom is around, they're going to be able to make worse stuff with it. So I think it just all needs to be gone.
Because of these pills that she was able to access, I mean, our lives are never going to be the same. We lost someone that we can't get back. I want more people to pay attention to what they're putting into their bodies and, you know, understand that just because it's natural or said to be natural doesn't exactly mean it's safe.
Since 2021, Department of Health and Welfare data shows 96 people died from kratom-related overdoses. Data shows the vast majority of kratom-related overdoses also involved other substances like fentanyl, meth, or alcohol. That's an important point. 9 overdose deaths from 2021 to this week list kratom only. 4 deaths reported so far this year in 2026 show kratom alkaloids or 7-hydroxymitragynine were involved. Meantime, the Canyon County coroner says kratom-related deaths are a new challenge, leading toxicologists to refine their testing. The office is investigating the drug's deadliness alone, as well as combined with other substances, while working with Southwest District Health to figure out how to raise awareness. By the way, the family asks anybody who watched the story, was moved by it, or who knows Christy Boswell to wear purple for a day in her honor.